All right, guys, welcome back to this episode. Today, we're going to be going over the top five QBs with the highest upside to help you out in your fantasy football league. With the number one, we're going to go ahead and start off with the man, Josh Allen, the boy that can do it with the arm and his legs. Last season, he came in with a whopping 3,600 passing yards, 25 touchdowns, and on the ground, he had 579 rushing yards and 14 touchdowns. It, it doesn't get better than that. This offseason, they went ahead and upgraded their offensive line, and they also acquired DJ Moore. He's never had a number one receiver, in my opinion, and him getting his number one receiver and improving the offensive line, he is your number one to be going after this season. My say would be get him in the third to fourth round because after that, I don't see him being there. All right. With the number two QB to be going after this season, in my opinion, would be Joe Burrow. The man is just cursed with injuries every season. Although when he's healthy, he is on. Last season, he had a turf toe injury that deterred him for many weeks, but he had a whopping 1,800 passing yards, 17 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. He doesn't do much on the ground, but you know that team's going to be passing the ball a lot, especially with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. This offseason, they really didn't do much with the offensive line. I don't really see what they really did to the O line to make them better. Although keeping the same O line, they should get some camaraderie and just with a healthy Joe Burrow, this team is unstoppable. Their offense is going to be good, and they did have some additions added to the defense. So as long as the defense could keep them in the game, the offense for sure will keep them in the game. So Joe Burrow is my number two QB to be drafting. The spot that I would be drafting Joe Burrow on, and I've seen him go down to this round. You can draft him in the fifth to sixth round, so don't don't feel pressure to try to draft him that early on. So you can probably wait till the fifth to the sixth round. My number three QB that I would be wanting to get if I can get my hands on him is Lamar Jackson. Unfortunately, he did have some injuries this offseason, or not this offseason. He had some injuries this past season that deterred him from having a really great season, and it happens, right? This past season, he had 2,500 passing yards, 21 touchdowns, and in the ground, he had 349 rushing yards with two touchdowns. So this man can do it with his arm and his legs. The main thing the Ravens increased or upgraded was their offensive line, and they got a new head coach. The Ravens got a new head coach, and they improved their offensive coordinator that has unique play styles. And I believe with the Ravens and how Lamar Jackson plays, he's so mobile. And you know Zay Flowers, he always gets open down there. But I believe this new offensive coach, offensive coordinator, they can get play styles and have Lamar Jackson succeed under this new play style. So Lamar Jackson, he's at number three in my list to be drafting. And honestly, don't rush on Lamar Jackson. I would say he goes in the same tier as Joe Burrow. You can probably draft him in the fifth to sixth round. Of course, depending on how your league is. I'm speaking based off of a 10 to 12 man league. You can go ahead and draft him. Even 14 man league, I could probably get him. 14 man league, I'll try to get him in the fourth round. But definitely 10 to 12 man league, you can try to get him in the fourth to fifth round. So my fourth man on this list, and he is just a little bit higher than the other guy, the man Drake Maye. Uh, he came out on a storm this past season. I was not expecting him to do what he did, but hey man, sometimes we just get proven wrong. Drake Maye last season had 4,300 passing yards, 31 touchdowns, and on the ground he had 450 yards and four touchdowns. That's not even including the postseason. So I mean, what can you say with the Patriots? They had Tom Brady, now they have Drake May, so he's continuing his legacy. With the Patriots, I would say they did upgrade their offensive line. They acquired A.J. Brown on the offseason, and they also acquired Romeo Doubs from the Packers. So those are really reliable receivers, and I just can't wait to see what he can do. Honestly, he could be my number three, but I can't rank him higher than Lamar Jackson, although he did have a better season. So yeah, for sure, Drake May at number four, top five QBs to get. I would try to get him in the fourth to fifth round as far as their tiers go. Don't don't try to get pressure to try to get him as quick as possible. Although if you start seeing those QBs go, which most likely as soon as Allen goes, they're probably gonna try to get Burrow and Lamar Jackson. I would wait. I would wait. I don't think they're gonna try to get him as quick as possible. So unless your league is kind of QB happy as soon as one goes, I would stay patient. All right, with my number fifth and last QB that I am going to go ahead and announce, this man, he his stats have been proven. Last season he unfortunately got injured at towards the end of the season and wasn't able to prove in the postseason. My boy Patrick Mahomes from Kansas City. Last season he had 3,500 passing yards, 22 touchdowns, and on the ground he had 422 passing or rushing yards and 5 touchdowns. So his stats prove it. He is the new goat, other than Tom Brady. And as far as goat, I mean the new generation goat. The Kansas City, as far as their offense, what they did, they have upgraded their running back situation. Although they don't have the top, no, I wouldn't say top two. They don't have the two running back set. They did bring in K9 from the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, they just won the Super Bowl, so it's not much to say there. He is a dog. He can do it on the ground and he can do it on the passing game. So that's what Kansas City likes to do. Kansas City did get to the goal line and they did rush in the goal line as one of the top teams in the nation. So I can see K9 getting it done in the goal line. And as far as the Kansas City goes, I believe they did get a new offensive coordinator that was winning with them in that little stretch. I say little, but their stretch of making it to the Super Bowl from 2018 to 2022 run. I would be excited. Try not to get him as your QB1. Try to get him as your backup. Just in case he does have miss some games because of his torn ACL that he did have last season. So for sure you can get him. I've seen him slide all the way down sixth to eighth round. So don't be pressured to get him ASAP. People are still questioning his health. I am questioning his health a little bit, but man, when you're a dog, you're a dog. You won't come back with a vengeance. So those are my top five QBs to be drafting this this draft this season of 2026. So number one, Josh Allen. Number two, Joe Burrow. Number three, Lamar Jackson. Number four, Drake May. And number five, the man, Patrick Mahomes. All right, guys. Out.